Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I will show you the introduction for chapter 7 and all activity in chapter 7, and we will answer this right now. So for introduction for chapter 7, IP addressing. Addressing is a critical function of network layer protocol. Addressing enable data communication between hosts regardless of whether the hosts are on the same network. So, let's proceed for the first activity in chapter 7. So, binary to decimal conversion activity. For instruction, this activity allows you to practice 8-bit binary to decimal conversion as much as necessary. We recommended that you work with this tool until you're able to do conversion without error. Convert the binary number shown in the octant excuse me, to its decimal value. So first, um, we have decimal value, base, exponent, position, and bit. So here's the technique for um, technique to answer the binary to decimal. So you have to focus on only one. Like we have 64, we have 1, and 8 we have 1, 4 we have 1, and 2 we have 1, 1 is to 1. So we have 128, 0, 32, 0, and 16, 0. So all 0 are not included for you to answer the decimal. So we have to add. So here's the calculator. We add 64 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So the answer is 79. So let's check. It's correct. So the decimal value you have entered is correct. Please click new number to continue. So for we have two new number. So as you can see, we have 0, 64, 16, 8, 2. Like I said, all 0 have no value, so you have to regard it. So we have to add 128, 32, 4, 1. So we have to 128 plus 32 plus 4 plus 1 equals. So the answer is 165. Let's check. So it is correct. So the decimal value is absolutely. So let's proceed to the next activity. Activity number 2. So for activity number 2 is decimal to binary conversion. So in activity 1, the decimal value is um, given. So we have to answer the bit. So in this activity, I'll explain to you is to subtract. And last activity we have to add. So in this activity we have to subtract. So if the decimal value is greater than the position, we have to add 1. But if the decimal value is less than the position, we have to put 0. So let's proceed. So 64. So 64 is less than 128. So we have to answer 0. So 64 is great equal to 64. So we have to 1. So you cannot subtract because 64 is equal to 64 because it has a remainder, but as a given it is equal. So it is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So let's check. So the binary values is correct. So let's try again a new number. So for clarification. So 79. So 79 is less than 128. So it means 0. So 79 minus 64. So 79 minus 64 is 15. So we have to answer 64 by 1. So the answer of 79 minus 64 is 15. So 15, our answer we will subtract with the position. So 15 minus 32 is not can't be because the position is greater than the answer. So it is 0. So 16 is 0. So 15 minus 8, 15 minus 8 is 7. So we have to put 1, and 15 minus 8 is 7. So our answer is greater than position, so we have to select 1. 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. So it is greater than 1 and 1. So let's check. So our answer is correct. So let's proceed to the activity number 3. So for activity number 3, we have activity ending to determine the network address. For instruction, use the ending process to determine the network address in binary and decimal formats. So we have host address, subnet mask, host address in binary, subnet mask in binary, network address in binary is not given, so we have to answer this. Network address in decimal, so we have to answer this. So let's proceed. So for network address in binary in ending, so we have host address in binary, subnet mask in binary. So we will answer. So for ending, if 1 and 1 equals 1, so 0 and 1, all if you have C in 0, it is automatically 0. Like 0 and 1, it is 0. 1 and 0 is 0. 0 and 0 is 0. So let's proceed. 0 and 1 is 0. So 0, 0, 0. So 1 and 1 is 1. And 0 and 1, 0. 1 and 1, 1. And 0 and 1, 0. So we have 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So we have to 1, 1, 1 because it is given. How many 1 is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's proceed. So it is 1, 1, 0. all of this is 0. So we have to answer now the network address in decimal. So as you can see, we have this network address in binary. So we have to answer decimal. So we have 1, 2, 4, 8. So you have to focus on the number 1. So 1, 2, 4, 8. We have 10. You have to add all the 1. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 8, 1, 2, 4, 8 plus 8, 16, 32 plus 32 plus 128 equals to 170. So we have to add all this. So we have 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus 32 plus 64 plus 128. It is 255. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is 1 to 55. 1, 5. So we have to add 128 and 64. 128 plus 64. So it is 192. So let's check if it is correct. Oh, our answer for adding is not correct, so we will answer again. So we have 1 plus 2, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 32, 64, 120. This 2, 5, 1. Let's check. Oh, not again. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 plus 32 plus 64 plus 1, 2, 8. So it's correct. So and activity number 4 is activity unicast, broadcast, or multicast. So we have to differentiate the unicast, broadcast, or multicast. So let's start. So 192.168.100, it is 5. It is unicast. So you have successfully identified the transmission type. So again, so 225.577.1256 is 1256. It is multicast. Again, is 170. It is also a multicast. It is easy because you have to see the IP address for you to determine the answer. So 255. Uh, oh, okay. we have time remaining, so I cannot answer this explain and answer. So as you can see, we have a time remain time. So let's proceed. Oh, we will answer this before we move on to the next activity. So we have to this. So it is the example of unicast. So let's proceed to the next activity. So activity pass or block IPv4 address. So we have to identify it is pass or block public or pass or block private. So let's get started. This block. Ay, it is pass. Ooh, so let's reset again. Start. So first is pass. Ah, shit. Pass. Pass. So we have to answer before the answer will close to the ICP. So it's pass and pass again. Oh, we're 95. So 99, 19, 18%. So we have to finish this immediately. So next is for activity public or private. Um, for public is for private and one entity is private and one entity is private and this. So let's check. So it is easily to identify if it is IP address V for public and address private. You have to see the different of public and private. So for public, 192.0.3.15. So for private, 172.16.35.2. So for public, it is has a zero, especially for public. So private it is a unique like 172.16.35.2. So this zero is not um, related with the public because it is 30. It is not like 0 is not solo. So, oh, 12 minutes. So, I will continue this. Wait. Uh, so, sorry for interruption. So, let's proceed to the next activity. So for next activity, we have activity IPv4 issue and solution. So here's the choices: dual stack, tunneling, IPv4, IPv6, translation. So 128-bit address is IPv6 because it is a large address. So 32-bit address is the keyword. We have IPv4. So transport an IPv6 packet over IPv4 network. We have tunneling. So here's the keyword transport, and next question is uses NAT 64 to convert between IPv6 and IPv4 is translation because it is convert between. So lastly is dual stack allows IPv4 and private coexist on the same network segment. So let's check. So we have successfully matched the IPv4 and IPv6 term to their description. So let's proceed to the next activity. So here's the activity practicing IPv6 address representation. So we have 10 figures, so it is too long to answer all of these figures. So we have to I will demonstrate you to answer figure 1. So because it is the same as the 2 to 10 figures. So let's proceed. So for this instruction, convert IPv6 address into short, omit the leading zeros, and compressed form. Use the number of the bottom of the page and continue the activity. So we have omit leading zeros is 2001. So we have 40. So you have to input 10. So you have a 10. So we will not count it because we have DB8. So we have 4 1. So we have 40 and we have to input 10 and 200. So I will answer this compressed format. So you have to copy the omit leading score. So not all 0 will not copy. So I will show you how to answer this compressed format. So we have 2001, we have 0, and DB8. Oh, DB8. 1111. We have 41. That was 200. So let's check. So congratulations, you get them all. So here's the example of I practicing IPv6 address representation. So it's too long to answer this 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is all the same as figure 1. So let's proceed to the last activity. Activity entitled Identify Types of IPv6 Address. So we have to drag this 3 to these 5 questions. So unique, internet routable IPv6 address, dynamic or static, global unicast. So FE8001. So we have link, local, and 2001. We have global. Typical IPv6 prefix is to indicate the network portion of address is /A6, and we have link local for use to communicate because the keyword is communicate with other devices on the same IPv6 subnet. So let's check if this is correct. So our answer is all correct. So I hope you enjoy the chapter 7 all activity, and I hope you learn a lot from my videos. videos, and thank you and subscribe. Bye.